Charlie.
Is that the best you can say?
What do you want? Testimonial?
Yeah, that'd be nice. Read this sentence in 25 words or less. I like Charlie Reader because...
I like Charlie Reader because he is trustworthy, loyal, thrifty, brave, and clean in mind, body, and spirit.
You forgot Reverend.
And reverent.
You know, there's something I've been wanting to tell you for months.
Yeah?
You are the softest girl.
Gee, thanks. That's what every girl wants to hear.
Oh, I don't mean you're flabby or anything like that. Just soft. You know what I mean.
Yes, I get the idea. Who's that?
Damn fine. Oh, whoever it is, I don't want it.
Hadn't I better?
Well, maybe you should, just for a minute.
Don't worry, I'll be quiet as a mouse.
But don't lose the place.
Hiya, Charlie.
Joe, come on in, come on in. How the hell are you? How's Ethel? Damn, it's good to see you. How about a drink? What are you doing in town? Why don't you tell a fella you're coming? What are you in town for? Business, pleasure, or what? How's everything back in Indianapolis?
Yeah.
Well, did you have a comfortable, yeah, what?
Yeah, I'll have a drink.
Hey, sure thing. You take scotch, don't you? Hey, wait a minute. You don't drink.
I do now.
Well, congratulations. Glad to have you aboard. What'll it be?
Anything.
Soda or water?
Nothing for me.
You mean you want a shot?
That's what I want.
Man, you must be in trouble.
Thanks.
You must be in big trouble. And you're the guy that used to make a long night out of a short beer. What happened to you? Hey, wait a minute, Joe. Everything's all right at home, isn't it?
Oh, sure.
Nothing's wrong between you and Ethel?
No.
The kids are okay?
Fine.
Bye,
Then it can only be one thing. You murdered the boss.
No.
Why the hell not?
No guts.
All right, Joe. What's up?
Hey, terrace, huh? Just like in the movies.
What are you doing in New York?
Well, tell you the truth, Charlie, I'm in a bit of a jam and I need your help.
You need my help?
Ridiculous, isn't it?
Now, this is the switchball times. Here, you better have another drink. Now, wait a minute. You better tell me why you can still talk.
Oh, come on, let me settle down first. Hey, you're looking pretty good. Not bad at all.
Hell, I'm just a kid.
Must be taking Van Heusen's vitamin pills yourself.
Oh, Van Heusen. How is the old crop? How can you stand that man?
Can't stand him, but he still knows more chemistry than any 6 guys in the country. Used to, anyhow.
Yeah, he's a smart old weasel. Remember, it was his idea to take me out of the lab and make me a salesman.
Yeah, well, if he's so smart, how come he put you in the lab in the first place?
Huh?
Charlie, the mind trembles, you handling all those chemicals.
Look, Joe, for years you've been spreading the rumor about me being the clumsiest kid in Indianapolis. Well, I've been thinking it over, and it's not true.
Oh, no? Name me one other kid who fell out of a treehouse 6 times in one summer.
4 times.
6?
All right, Frank, very well. We can't all be as smart as you are. Of course, and you always knew how to do everything, even with girls.
Oh, Charlie, you're 35 years old. You're still not brooding over the junior prom, are you?
You're damned right I am. 300 creamy girls all in a row, and standing at the head of the line is this soft, sweet, lovely, absolute doll of a girl smiling at me. All I have to do is take 3 steps forward and say, may I have the pleasure of this dance? But then all of a sudden, way down at the end of the line, I spot this tall job, the cuckoo one with the hot eyes. So what do I do? I cut my way through half a mile of organdy while you take 3 steps forward. You get Ethel, I get slapped with a paternity suit.
Well, at least they cleared you.
Well, why shouldn't they? I never laid a glove on her.
You know, that's just what Ethel said. She always said Charlie couldn't have done it.
You're damned
He
right.
hasn't got the know-how. Poor Charlie. You never did have any luck with women, did you?
No, but you always did. How is she?
Well, fine.
How's my boy Charlie?
I don't know. Last week we were thinking maybe we shouldn't have named him after you. Fell out of a treehouse.
Oh my gosh. Was he hurt?
Nah, I fell on his sister.
Oh my gosh.
Don't worry, Charlie. It was very low treehouse.
All right, Joe, quit stalling. What are you doing in New York?
Charlie, what would you say if I brought you a pill that cured the common cold?
I'd say, thank you very much. What is it this time? Analgesic, dehydrator, or vasoconstrictor?
No, it doesn't deaden, it doesn't dry, and it doesn't shrink. It actually cures.
Do you know what you're saying?
I know exactly what I'm saying.
Holy mackerel, Joe, you got it?
Charlie, you remember that high blood pressure pill we were working on last winter? The side effects, those headaches?
Yeah, I remember. People were wishing that they had their high blood pressure back. Well, good thing Van Heusen got it out.
He didn't get it out, I did. Damn near 6 months in the lab in that one.
And he takes all the vows.
Doesn't he always? Look, Charlie, 6 months I worked on that pill. And for those 6 months, Indianapolis was having an epidemic of colds like they never had. Everybody was down. Even Ethel and the kids. But me, not a sniffle. Guys in the lab either. Charlie, the stuff in the high blood pressure pill, the stuff that was causing the headaches, the stuff I got out, cures the common cold.
And the headaches?
Fix that too.
Hey, man, you're in.
In hell. Van Heusen says it can't work. I know it can. I proved it again and again in the lab, and he says no.
Why?
He didn't think of it, so it can't work.
You mean he won't even let you run a field test on it?
Hell no.
Well, what are you going to do?
I already did.
Did what?
I quit.
What? What do you mean you quit? You just up and quit your job. I don't understand. You've been building this spot out there for 10 years now. You got the house, you got Ethel, you got the kids. Hello.
Hello. Sweetie, I'm sorry to interrupt, but it is nearly 7.
Oh, is it? Gee, that's too bad. Oh, Joe, this is Poppy Madsen. Poppy, Joe McCall.
How do you do?
Miss Madsen?
Well, thanks for coming over, sweetheart.
Just before I leave, why don't I tidy up the place a little bit?
Oh, no, honey, that's all right.
Well, at least let me straighten out the desk.
That's all right, honey. You should do it some other time. And thanks a million for coming over. I'll give you a call real soon.
Tomorrow,
Well, not tomorrow, but soon.
you'll call me.
I will.
On the telephone.
Yes,
Soon.
that's right. Soon. Bye.
Bye. Oh, Charlie, did I tell you my uncle caught a whitefish?
Well, bully for him.
Don't you remember? You told me how much you liked whitefish. He's sending one down.
Fran,
I'll call you the minute it arrives.
you do
And we'll
that.
have a wonderful dinner with candlelight and burgundy and a damask tablecloth and lemon.
I can hardly wait. Bye.
Bye.
Now, what do you mean you quit?
I can't bring burgundy. Red wine with meat, white wine with fish.
What do you mean you quit?
Well, I just quit, that's all. Look, Charlie, where'd that gorgeous girl come from?
Never mind that girl. What's Ethel think?
What do you think Ethel thinks? Did you ever know a woman who wanted to take a chance?
What are you going to do?
Going into business for myself.
With what?
With a cold pill. You?
What are you talking about?
Look, Charlie, you know I'm a cautious guy. I didn't even walk into the old man's office till I had over 100 pages of reports on the new drug. So he takes one look at the first page and says it ain't worth a dime. Well, it's worth more than a dime to me, I says, and I buy it from him.
You're that sure of it?
Cashed in my bonds, my insurance, and my savings. That's how sure I am.
Well, what's the plan?
Well, first we run the field tests, and then we start production. I'll run the factory, and you handle sales. Deal?
Deal, man. We'll make millions. You know, I always knew I was meant to be rich. I can see it now. Me on my yacht, in my sulka shirt, smoking my Upton cigars, drinking my Hag and Hag fish, throwing $20 gold pieces to the native boys. Oh, the money. The money. Where's the money for these field tests coming from?
Van Heusen Pharmaceutical Company of Indianapolis, Indiana.
Now, how did we work that swindle?
Well, look, you always tested our new drugs out at that Long Island college. What's the guy's name?
Lindquist.
Yeah, good chemist. Now, you take Lindquist and stuff. Just tell him it's something new the company's working on, and he'll run the tests.
And the stuff works. We set up shop. Man, we're rich. You should have got on the sauce long ago. Brain food.
Now, the sooner we get going, the better. How soon do you think you can get Lindquist started?
Tomorrow?
Oh, what's wrong with tonight? I mean, just to explain it to her.
Not tonight. It's Saturday night. I got a date.
Well, I have it.
All right. I'll give him a call and see. You know, this may be the last digit I ever have to dial with these fingers. From now on, I'll hire a dozen girls for such menial tasks. A different girl for every city. Oh, Earl? Charlie Reeder, how are you? Good. How's all the little test tubes? Attaboy. Look, Joe McCall from the home office just got here with the rush job. What are you doing tonight? Oh, got a date, huh? Well, all working, no bring her too. Goodbye. We gotta have breakfast before they get here. This lab assistant of his, ugliest woman I ever saw.
He didn't sound suspicious.
Why should he? It's coming through channels. Hello, Jessica.
Hiya, honey.
Look, Jessica, I'm a little busy right now.
Oh, that's all right, darling. It's just that I wanted you to have this. I happen to be down in the Washington market today, and I happen to run right smack into this wonderful real Wisconsin Colby. And I knew you said you'd like to feather in any other tea, so here it is. Why, Charlie, how can you live in a place that looks like this?
Jessica, this is Joe McCall. Jessica Collins.
How do you do, Mr. McCall?
Miss Collins.
Have you ever seen anyone keep a place in such disorder? Why, Charlie? What will Mr. McCall think? Now, you two pay me no mind and keep right on talking. I'll have this place looking tidy. My goodness. What this place needs is a real thorough old-fashioned cleaning. A licking of promise won't do. No, sir. Why, those drapes need to be taken down and simply flogged. That floor, why, needs a good waxing. And my, Charlie, what you've been doing on that couch. But what am I standing around for? No time like the present, I always say.
Jessica.
But remember, I get to keep all the coins I find in the couch.
Jessica, I really appreciate this, but some other time. I'll give you a call soon.
Charlie, you always say that.
No, really, soon.
Don't forget now, you hear?
I won't.
Goodbye, Mr. McCall. Tiger.
Man, where am I? In a cat house? Where are these tomatoes coming from?
Tomatoes? These girls look like tomatoes to you?
Well, no,
Hey,
but...
for your information, Poppy's a juvenile editor at Doubleday, and Jessica's a buyer for one of the largest chain of women's stores in the South. Tomatoes. Oh, hi, honey. No, not tonight. No, not tomorrow night either. Yes, the place is very clean. Well, thanks for giving me a call. What? Of course I do. You know I do. Just busy, that's all. Yeah, I'll get back to you. Bye.
Boy, what have you got?
It ain't what I got. It's what I ain't got. A wife.
A wife?
It's fantastic. When I first came to New York, I figured it'd be just like home. You call a girl up, you take her to the movies, buy her candy and flowers, run answer.
Well?
Boy, was I wrong. You know how it is in New York? There's some kind of an underground. The minute a bachelor sets foot in this town, signals go out. I think they use radar. You don't even get your bags unpacked and you're up to here in women. Look, a plain joker like me, I've got women I haven't even used yet.
Oh, sure, but what kind of women?
That's just it. Fabulous women. You saw a couple of them. Good-looking, intelligent, successful.
Tidy.
Tidy, well-dressed, educated, mature.
It goes on like this all the time?
All the time.
I'll be damned. All you gotta be is not married.
That's it.
Oh, wait, all the folks back in Elwood thought you never mounted on nothing. Wait till they hear about this.
Oh, it's nothing, really.
Nothing, he says. Well, you got it made, pal.
Oh, it's not me. It's New York. This place is just teeming with women. If you want to know the truth, I get tired sometimes.
I feel for you, pal.
Oh, pal, you know what I mean. Sure, it's fun, but look, you're the one that's got it made. I'd trade this rat race in a minute for the setup you've got. You come home at night, the nice little house, 3 kids running up the path yelling, Daddy, Daddy, and then you go in the house, and there's Ethel in a cute little apron, and she turns and gives you a smack and says,
We have to have wall-to-wall carpeting.
now, don't knock Ethel to me.
Knock her. If it weren't for Ethel, I wouldn't have wall-to-wall carpeting today. Can you imagine folks would actually be able to see the floor around the edge of the rug? Incidentally, the kids don't run down the path at night. They're too tired. After a day of dancing lessons and fencing lessons and dramatic lessons and finger painting lessons. And by the way, Ethel isn't home either. The dog is taking her to obedience school.
It can't be like that all the time.
Nah. Some nights when the house is quiet, kids are asleep, I build a fire and Ethel goes and gets a good brandy. We push a couple of chairs together. I squeeze her hand, she squeezes mine. Honey, I'd say, darling, she says, isn't it time Peter had braces on his teeth? One damn kid in the house left without braces. She can't stand it.
I'm not even listening to you. You can't tell me that Ethel, little starry-eyed Ethel with that angel smile and the cutest little figure in the Middle West, is it still on?
Yep.
Now you can't tell me that doesn't please you anymore.
Hey, it delights me. I mean, married 11 years and I haven't even looked at another woman.
Are you thinking of looking now?
Certainly not. Why?
Well, I don't know. It's just when a fella tells me how many years he did, and I know he's ready to do.
Nah, just here on business.
Yeah, that ain't all. You're drinking whiskey? You never used to do that. You're knocking up? You never used to do that.
I'm not knocking out.
Well, then what do you call it?
Look, she's a wonderful woman. Typical American housewife. A monster. Look, why do you think I quit my job?
Old man Van Heusen.
Nah, that wasn't it. I mean, I stood him for 10 years. I could have stood him for another 10. It was the money. I was in a box. I couldn't get another dime out of the place, and Ethel had to have more. Wonderful woman, you understand. No screaming, no bitchery, just a few tears and occasional flick of the whip now and then. So here I am in New York pulling a shady deal. Me, honest Joe McCall. And for one reason, Ethel. Well, maybe when she's carpeted every room in the house and joined every club in town and put a wire in every tooth and every mouth, maybe then she'll want something else in the house. Me.
Look, you sound a little frantic. Let's you and me have a real man-to-man. Uh-oh.
What's the matter? Night shift coming on?
Now look, I'd rather be with you than, well, as a matter of fact, I would. If this is just one of the girls, but this is something special.
Yeah, what she got? Her own vacuum cleaner?
No, this one hardly ever cleans up at all. Well, she tidies up a little, but,
Well, what's the special then? She prettier than the others?
well,
Smarter?
well,
For what then?
you can see for yourself, because here comes Sylvia now. Sylvia, baby!
This is a tuxedo.
Now look, baby, I was just...
Good night.
Say, this one is different.
She'll be back.
Did he tell you I'd be back?
Actually, yes.
What's your name?
Call?
Do you have a tuxedo, Mr. McCall?
Not with me, no.
Get ready, boy.
5 minutes, so help me.
Can I fix you a drink, Mr. McCall?
Here, allow me.
Such gallantry in this apartment.
Scotch, please?
Fine. No tuxedo, huh? Tell me, do you have a blue suit?
Oh, yeah, right here. See?
I see.
Wife and kids.
Oh, you're Joe McCall. I'm Sylvia Cruz.
Hi.
That negligee that Charlie bought Ethel last Christmas, did it fit?
Oh, you bought that? I didn't think Charlie had that much taste. Yeah, it did fine.
Charlie gave me very careful directions. She's about this size, he said.
Yeah, it's about right.
Nice looking kids. Which one is Peter?
The one without the braces.
You know, Charlie makes very good use of the kids in his courtship. I use the term loosely.
How do you mean?
Oh, whenever he gets a little misty, he starts telling big lies about someday he wants a nice little wife and a nice little house and nice little kids, just like good old Joe.
Well, it never occurred to you he wasn't lying?
Mr. McCall, if it hadn't occurred to me, I wouldn't be here. 45 seconds.
Be right with ya.
You better be.
Sylvia,
Yes.
look on the photograph.
Yes.
You see that record?
Yes.
For you.
Oh, Charlie, you are a darling. Come on out so I can give you a great big kiss. Look, Toscanini's recording a Leodab.
I never heard of it.
Well, I sure did. This was the first time I played with Toscanini.
Really? I didn't know you played with Toscanini.
Sure, I'm a real good fiddle player.
No kidding. You really play with Toscanini?
Sure.
Oh, what are you doing with Teeny or Charlie?
Wait a minute. He's not such a tin ear. I've been working on him and he's making fine progress.
Charlie?
Sure.
grade music teacher. She always maintained Charlie wasn't tone deaf, just stupid.
Do you two go all the way back to the 4th grade?
Kindergarten.
Tell me, what was he like then?
Little.
You know, my father once said to me, never ask a man's best friend about him because he won't tell you. That's why he's his best friend.
Your father's a wise man. Tell me, what you used to do as a kid?
Like when?
Like from, say, 5 to 10?
Played the fiddle.
10 to 20?
I played the fiddle.
20 till,
Say,
28?
thank you very much. Well, I kept on playing the fiddle till one day I discovered I was no lady hyphen. So today I'm a houseman,
What?
a staff musician. I work for NBC and I play whatever programs they tell me.
Oh, sounds like fun.
It was when Toscanini was there. Now it's a living.
5 minutes, I said. 5 minutes it is.
7 minutes.
Nay, nay, nay. Joe, I'd ask you to come along, but I don't want you.
I don't blame you.
Make yourself at home. This couch folds out into a bed. Here, I'll show you. It's real simple. Remove suitcase A, and cushions B, C, and D, and lift handle E.
May I? Some people have it and some don't, but you're awful cute.
True. Don't wait up for me, Joe. If you have any trouble sleeping, here's some Seconal. If you have any trouble staying awake, here's some Entadrine. And if you can't decide what you want to do, take one each. I don't know where the booze is. Is there anything else?
Food, possibly.
Food. I'll go check the refrigerator. Pearl onions, anchovy paste, and a lemon.
Sounds grand. Let's eat here.
Hey, what's wrong with me? Here's a whole cheese.
Man, he's like a prince around here.
Well, that should be it. Let's go.
Good night, Joe.
Night, that, Charlie?
I said a fella can always get along without fresh coffee, I guess.
Okay, I'll make some more.
Thank you, darling. You're a real doll. You know, this is a very neglected part of a woman. The inside of her elbow.
Neglected? Months go by when I don't even see another part of a woman.
How are you on wrist, Joe?
Oh, they're all right, but I'm an elbow man myself.
Look, are you in the mood for coffee? Or are you going to sit here nibbling on my elbow all day?
Sylvia, there aren't very many women that I would say this to, but...
I know. You want more coffee.
Well, how do you like this one?
So what's not to like?
Damn right. Wonderful girl. Comes up here every Sunday and makes breakfast, brings her own coffee, talented, pretty as a picture. I tell you, the day that I get feeble and decide to marry one of the girls that come sailing through here, she could very well be the one.
You thinking of getting married?
Now that's pretty silly, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
Why would I throw away a setup like this?
I don't know, Charlie. Why'd you keep falling out of the treehouse?
Look, I haven't fallen out of a treehouse in years. Don't worry about old Charlie.
Hey, that sounds familiar. Don't worry about old Charlie. Isn't that what you used to scream as you dropped over the edge?
You still think I'm a goof, don't you?
Well, you sure are if you throw away this setup.
Look, marriage is the furthest thing from mine.
Yeah, well, that ain't fur enough. Linguist?
Must be.
I'll go get the stuff.
Now, don't look directly at his assistant if you can help it. This is one of the truly ugly women of our generation.
Mr. Reader,
Hello.
I'm Mr. Lindquist's assistant.
Hey, Charlie, I don't think she's so ugly.
I don't think she's the least little bit ugly.
Thanks, I think you're both cute too.
Come on in. What's your name?
Julie Gillis,
Oh, Miss Gillis, this is Joan McCall from the home office.
how do you do?
Miss Gillis?
What made you think I'd be ugly?
My nearsighted friend here led me to believe Lindquist had an ugly assistant.
He did. What happened to that other girl? Thank goodness.
Miss Vandenberg, she got married.
It's possible.
Mr. Lindquist is parking his car. He'll be right up.
Well, won't you sit down?
Thank you. Mr. McCall, I've been waiting a long time to meet you.
You have.
Yes, I have you to thank for my career.
How's that?
You remember last year when Mr. Lindquist was running the field test on permanent?
Yeah.
Remember sending him a letter that you needed one more test? A female in her 20s who was allergic to egg white?
Yeah.
Well, that's me. I'm 22 and I'm female
Yes.
and allergic to egg white. All I have to do is look at an egg and I blow up like a balloon. So I went on over to the lab. And do you know something? I'd never been inside a lab before. I took one look around and said to myself, what am I doing in English lit? Compared to this, Chaucer is nowhere.
So the permit has cleared up your allergy, huh?
Not a bit.
Quiet. I sell 1 million capsules a year.
Well, that's all right. If people think that drugs are going to help them, it probably does. It's all in the mind anyhow.
Say, this is a very subversive little girl here.
Hello.
Oh, Sylvia, this is Miss Gillis. She's Mr. Lindquist's assistant over at the university. They try out all our new drugs on people.
How do you do?
Hello. Well, not people exactly, but students. My, you certainly have made this place attractive. It didn't look like this last time I was here.
You've been here before?
Oh, it was a long time ago when we were looking for an apartment. Daddy and I saw this one. We were crazy about it.
Well, then you actually lived here.
No, Mother saw it and said, this is no place for a family. This is for an old bachelor who's chasing new girls.
Lindquist is on his way up. How are we fixed for coffee?
Coffee we've got. Cups are the problem. Too bad we can't serve coffee in whiskey glasses. The old bachelor has 2 dozen of those.
Can I help?
Oh, no. You just stay here and be decorative.
And you just come along and be useful.
Now, don't go away. We'll be right back.
That's Earl. I'll get it.
Okay, thank you. Joe, Mr. Lindquist is here.
Why didn't you wait for me? Shh. I was gone for 3 minutes. Couldn't you wait?
Earl,
3 lousy minutes.
take off your hat.
Mr. Lindquist, hi, I'm Joe McCall. Very pleased to meet you. You know, you saved us 3 months lab work on osmacedin last winter. That was as nice a piece of research seen.
It was pretty obvious.
Yeah? Well, it got past everybody in our lab. So I'm so happy to have you on this new project.
Well, what have you got?
Cold pill.
Oh no, not another one.
No, this one's different. It really works. I've got all the information in my briefcase. Give me just a second. I'll go get it. Meanwhile, have a seat. Coffee will be ready in a minute.
We're not staying for coffee.
I would like some coffee.
Well, you're real agreeable this morning.
Thank you. You're pretty sweet to yourself, screaming at me all the way down here.
Well, that's the only way to get anything through that hard head of yours.
Please, Earl, this is not a place for an argument.
I don't care what place it is. Why can't you give me a straight answer? Why can't you ever make up your mind?
What could be straighter than no?
You haven't thought it through. Well, isn't it coming out pretty soon?
Don't
Jeez,
ask
I don't
me.
have all day. Mr. McCall, I don't have much time.
Why don't you just sit down and relax?
Whoa, sorry for the delay. Now here's the way it goes. Yeah, here's the first precipitation test. You'll notice that right here we've got,
What's the active ingredient?
well, actually there are two and they're synergistic. See, right here and there.
Well, what do you know? Nobody ever thought of that before. Do they combine all right?
Combined, they're locked in a death grip. You want to go nuts, try and separate them.
No, I'm nuts enough now. People tell me.
What have you got on lab animals?
Let's see, dogs, rabbits, and monkeys.
Well, you have done a lot of work.
Yeah, that's why I think it shouldn't take you too long in this one. Do you think maybe 2 weeks might do it?
Oh, easy.
Now, wait a minute. Mr. McCall, if you want me to do this test, then you've got to let me do it my way.
Of course.
It might take me 2 weeks. It might take me 3. It might even take 6.
6?
I can't tell you now, but I can tell you this. I don't like people breathing down my neck. Okay, Mr. McCall?
Okay, all right.
Okay. It happens now, I can give it full time. But don't be calling me. I'll call you when I'm ready.
Fine, just take your time.
I will. Come on, Madam Curie.
Madam Curie is staying for coffee. Hi, that smells good.
Hello, I'm Sylvia Cruz.
Hello.
It would never occur to him to tell you that his name is Earl Lindquist.
How do you do?
Hi.
How long do you think you'll be taking on these tests?
Now look here.
Well, just leave it alone. We decided Lindquist can give us full time on this job.
Well, if I had someone like Miss Gillis in my office, I'd give my job full time too.
Miss Gillis, are you coming?
No, I'm not coming.
Miss Gillis, I would like you to leave with me now.
I would like some coffee.
All right. If you're that fond of coffee, you can take a taxi cab.
Lovers quarrel?
Me and Earl, are you serious?
Well, it did look a little like,
No, nothing like that. It's just that Earl's the excitable type.
Sugar and cream?
No, just black, thank you.
Funny, he didn't seem excitable to me. From his reports, I'd say he's a very sober and thorough young man.
He is in the lab.
Oh yeah? Even with you deciding?
Oh, sure. The minute we get in the lab, I'm just the girl who takes notes. And pretty good ones, if I say so myself.
well, you like your job, huh?
Oh, it's all right, but only temporarily.
Are you thinking of taking up something else?
Oh, yes, marriage, I hope.
I see, but not Earl.
Heavens, no.
Well, then there's some other young man?
There are any number of other young men, but I haven't found mine yet.
Well, a pretty young thing like you won't have any trouble.
I certainly hope not. I mean, a career is fine, but it's no substitute for marriage. Don't you think so, Miss Cruz?
I think so, Miss Gillis. Passionately, I think so.
we'll move to the country for that.
I see.
Well, probably the first baby will be born in New York.
What hospital?
At doctor's. Oh, you're just kidding me.
Oh, don't mind him. We really are interested.
Fascinating.
Now, Joe, do we have to send you out of the room?
Yeah.
I'll be good.
Well, okay, now you're in the country and you've got the baby in the house. Then what?
I have 2 more babies.
I didn't say anything.
Yes.
Well, when the children get out of Scarsdale Public Schools,
Oh, Scarsdale.
certainly everyone knows they have the best school system in the country.
Oh, sure, everybody knows that.
Now, Joe.
I mean, they do. I mean, back in Indianapolis, they're all sending their kids to Scarsdale.
Okay, that does it.
Never mind that old dealer. We really are interested.
I've been kidded about this before, but I know what I want.
That's right. Now you go on.
Well, as I was saying, when the children get out of high school and go off to college,
Excuse me, Miss Gillis, don't you think you're planning this thing a bit far ahead?
well, after all, a person can't go on ad-libbing his way through life.
Some do.
Some have to.
Yes, but that's because they made their plans too late. Well, now that I've told you all my girlish dreams,
Oh, you're not going, are you?
I have to.
Oh, so soon?
I really have to.
Oh, come on, stick around. We're all gonna make fudge later.
Gee, that sounds keen, but I've got to go, honest.
Well, let me take you down and get your cab.
Don't bother, I'll find one.
Oh no, I wouldn't dream of letting a mother of 3 out alone on the streets of sinful old New York all by herself.
Well, thank you. Goodbye, Mr. Reeves, Mr. McCall.
Good night.
Goodbye.
I'll just go down and get her a cab.
Oh, that is the most frightening child I've ever seen in my life.
I'm a little shaky myself.
What, a beautiful girl like you? Intelligent, talented? Oh, listen to me, I haven't gone on like this in 12 years.
Well, for heaven's sakes, now that you've started, don't stop.
I can't, you're Charlie's girl.
Am I?
Well, at any rate, you're not mine, I regret to say.
She's something, that little Miss Gillis.
Yeah, she sure is. So tell me, Miss Gillis, what are you doing for the next 400 years?
Well, first I shall have some children.
Ah, bullion, how will you have them?
The usual way.
No, I mean, in what order?
Oh. First a boy, then a girl, then another boy, and then a chocolate cream.
And what typical little American community will you live in?
Las Vegas, where else?
Naturally. What would you like in a husband besides a ring in his nose?
Joe, this is a dandy game, but I've got a rehearsal. The boys in the band are waiting to do the aerobic a bit, so I'll just pile up the dishes in the sink and go out in the streets of sinful old New York and get a cab all by myself.
Well, I've never been to a rehearsal. Any chance of me going?
Well, not tonight, but what are you doing next Wednesday?
Biting my nails.
I'll find out this afternoon. I'm sure I can arrange it.
And we get to buy dinner after the rehearsal?
You get to buy me a tuna fish sandwich and a malted milk at the Lobby drugstore, which is where I'll meet you.
Well, let me give you a hand with that.
Don't bother.
Don't bother. Well, so what's she doing in 1988?
Huh?
A little commissar with her 55-year plan.
You really don't know anything about women, do you?
I know this one. She's a track with a spring all set.
Oh.
Look. Look, man, take a little advice from an old campaigner. Don't mess with girls who know what they want.
She's just a cute, confused little girl.
Yeah, with her whole life all mapped out?
Pal, she doesn't even know what she's doing next Wednesday night.
Oh, no. Well, I wonder where the file went. I don't know. All right. Like a lot. say? Can you spell that? S-R-I. What kind of name is that? Yeah? Okay, I think I got it. Miss Sri, United Nations, curry dinner, Thursday night. All right, I'll let him know. Bye-bye. Hello, Grand Central Station. Oh, hi, Poppy. How are you? No, he's not back yet. Yeah, I'll tell you this. Oh, he did. Yeah, well, I'm sure he'll be very pleased. Uh-huh. Yeah, I'll tell him. Bye-bye now.
Hi, Joe.
Hey, Spud.
What's Poppy want?
What do they all want? To feed you, caress you, burp you, sew monograms on your shirts?
Oh, did Carol get that monogram thread?
Yeah, in 3 colors. And Poppy Matson's uncle got that whitefish down from Canada. And Miss S.R.I. from the UN wants you to come over and curry her Thursday evening.
Thank you, and you'll find a little something extra for you on your pay envelope on Saturday.
Yeah, well, I did tie up her phone for 3 minutes for a personal call. Ethel phone.
Oh, how is she?
Well, she says she's restless and bored, and she's going to carpet the bathroom. Also, she wants to know what I've been doing here for the last 3 weeks, and frankly, I'm beginning to wonder that myself.
Relax. Lindquist is doing just fine, Julie says.
Oh, sure, he's doing fine, considering he's doing the whole thing himself. Now, why don't you get Julie home early enough so she doesn't fall asleep in the lab?
Oh, hell, she's young. Great recuperative powers.
Recuperative powers, hell, if she'd been doing her job properly, Lindquist would be done by now.
Ah, relax.
Look, why do you have to romance this little girl anyhow? I mean, in the first place, she's made out of cast iron. In the second place, she's much too young for you. In the third place, you got too many dames running around here as it is.
And in the fourth place, you got a few problems yourself, pal. I've been watching it develop. You got all the classic symptoms. Jangled nerves, short temper, rude to your friends and loved ones. Pal, she needs a woman.
Thank you very much, Doctor. Now, how about Lindquist? When's he going to finish?
Oh, soon, I suppose, but why mope around here by yourself? Why don't you go out and do yourself some good? Look, it's Saturday night, the town is full of obliging women. Don't sit around here by yourself all night.
Well, as a matter of fact, I'm not.
Ah, got a date, huh? Good. Anybody I know?
Sylvia?
Oh, great, great.
You did that.
Oh, did you call her?
No, actually, yeah, I called her. It's a bit of a switch, isn't it?
Yeah, well,
Something wrong, Charlie?
oh, nothing.
But?
Well, I just think that you ought to know that if it's action you're after, you'll get nowhere.
I didn't figure to.
Well, just so you know.
Okay, so now I know.
Sylvia's a great gal. You'll have a lot of fun.
That's the general idea.
Where are you taking her?
No place. We're spending a quiet evening at home.
How can you do that? She lives in a woman's hotel.
I know, I'm going to bring her back here.
Here?
That's all right, isn't it? You're going out.
Yeah, sure.
Well, I just knew you'd want me to feel perfectly at home here.
Oh, yeah, sure.
It's a perfect place to bring a girl.
Joe, you know I'm a broad-minded type fella.
Yeah?
I mean, I'm not stuffy or anything like that.
I know.
Well, I just don't think that you ought to be seeing Sylvia.
Why not?
Because you're a married man.
Oh, pal, you're terrific. 3 minutes ago, you were telling me to go out and pick up the first woman I saw. Now you tell me I'm a married man.
Look, a one-night stand, that's different. That's got nothing to do with Ethel. But a girl like Sylvia, that's different.
How?
A girl like Sylvia, you get involved. This girl's not interested in a slap and a tickle. She's got marriage on her mind. Have you?
Have you?
At least I'm in a position to. You're not.
Look, aren't you taking this pretty big? I mean, all I want from a woman is a nice, pleasant, companionable evening.
Yeah, companionable. There you go. See, she's starting to work already. This gal's a charmer, I tell you. You won't be satisfied with one nice, companionable evening. You'll want more and more. You'll get involved.
Oh, like you are, huh? Ah, she's really got her hooks in you. She gets to come up here every Sunday morning and fix your breakfast. Brings her own bagels.
Hello? Well, hi, Poppy. Now, isn't that funny? I was just picking the phone up to call you. Yes, I heard about your uncle's whitefish. That's pretty exciting. Well, I don't know just when I'll be... Huh? Well, can't you freeze it? All right, I'll give you a call. What? Of course I do. You know I do. Just busy. I'll get back to you. Bye.
Charlie, a thought occurs to me. You are a first-class louse.
Me?
You're not going to call her back. You're not going to see her. You're not going to eat her whitefish. Why don't you just let the poor girl go?
Who's holding her?
You are? Her and Miss SRI at the UN and the nutty one that brings you cheese and Sylvia. All dangling on a string while you run around with little Julie Gillis.
I'm not holding any of it. I've made no promises, no agreements of any kind. And as far as you're concerned, pal, I'd appreciate a little consistency, too. You're the one that told me I had it made. Now you call me a louse.
Huh, the louse of the world. You know, I think you're one of the very few really indecent men I've ever met.
Don't you take a high moral tone with me, you with a wife and 3 kids. What are you going out for tonight?
Companionship.
Yeah.
Oh, and you're the one who talks about consistency.
I'm consistent.
Yeah, you say to me, a married man, you say, go out and get yourself some action. That's okay. But now with Sylvia, that ain't okay. Because she's not going to give you any action, and even if she does, that's not okay because you got a wife and 3 kids, which you knew perfectly well before you sent me out tomcatting in the first place. Consistency.
You're twisting my words.
I'll twist your arm, you stupid jerk. Look, you don't want me to see Sylvia, you just do one simple thing. Marry her.
Marry her?
You bet. This is a lady, pal. A first class, A1, triple distilled lady. This is no trophy to keep in your game room, pal. This is a girl to marry.
Marry. Marry. All you married guys are the same. Just because you're hooked, you think everybody else ought to be hooked too. No, you said it right in the first place. I've got it made. I know it and you know it.
All right, and I've got a date and you got a date, so let's just go get ready, huh? You know, you'd be the luckiest man in the world if she'd have you.
Oh, hello. Come on in.
Come back here. You can do better than that.
Yes, I can.
There, that wasn't so bad, was it?
Say, who are you? You don't smell like Julie Gillis.
Don't you remember the perfume that funny Mr. Billington gave me?
Yeah, I do. Did you put it where I told you?
Hello, Mr. McCall.
Oh, hi.
Oh, Miss Gillis. Say, you don't know how Lindquist is coming along.
Fine, I think. He's doing a very thorough job, even for Earl. I've never seen him run so many tests.
Oh, gee, that's swell. I hope it won't be too long.
Joe's in a real big hurry to get back to his family.
Oh, good night, Miss Gillis. You want me to phone before I get back?
No, that won't be necessary. We'll be gone in 15 minutes. The place is all yours.
Fine.
You want to take a message with you? Tell your friend that the Sunday breakfast is out.
I'll deliver your message.
Julie and I are going riding.
Oh, Charlie.
Who you calling?
The stable. You have to make reservations in advance.
Julie?
What's the matter?
Oh, nothing. You're just cute, that's all.
So are you. Hello, Ben. This is Miss Gillis. I'd like to reserve 2 horses for tomorrow morning. 8 o'clock?
Whoa, Tonto.
What's the matter?
That's a little early, isn't it?
9?
11.
Take that 9:30 Ben. And Ben, I'd like to get the same horse I had the last time. That darting one with the long white mane, silver. Now, just a minute. What kind of horse would you like?
A dignified, elderly animal.
Can Queenie still get around? That's right, Ben. Silver's mother. Fine. For 2. Why? Let's not be late, Charlie. We only hold the horses for 10 minutes.
Fine, I'll meet you at the stable at precisely 0930. Let's synchronize our watches.
Darling,
Yes.
couldn't you call for me?
But why? The stable's in the 60s and you're way uptown. Why waste the time?
Look, dear, I haven't complained before, but do you think I like it picking you up here, meeting you at restaurants? Don't you think I'd be happier if you called for me?
But that's crazy. I'm here in 66. You're way out in Harlan.
Helen's on 92nd Street is a very nice neighborhood.
I yield to no man in my admiration for 92nd Street, but why waste all the time?
Well, for one thing, my mother would like it better. She still has some old-fashioned notions about courtship.
What's this all about?
Look, I know this is the atomic age, and we are two civilized adults. You made that clear. But a girl still doesn't like to call for a man at his apartment or meet him at a bar, especially when the whole evening has been planned without any consultation.
Consultation?
That's right. Every date we've had has been all figured out by you. You've never asked me once, not once what I wanted to do.
Oh, honey, baby. Why didn't you tell me? Look, we'll make a big change right now. What do you want to do tonight?
Well, I don't know.
Hey, the whole town's yours. Anything you like.
Gee, I don't know. What do you want?
Oh, no. This is your night.
Well,
Take your time. May I make suggestions?
oh, please.
Well, I thought, if you like, of course, that we could go downtown to this Spanish restaurant where they serve the very best paella valenciana in the entire world. And then, well, if you want to, of course, just a couple of blocks away, there's this joint where they play the rumbas like you've never heard in your entire life. And then, just a couple of blocks away is a place where you can buy real, genuine espadrilles with rope soles. And then we're just going to pad right across the street to this little cafe where they serve the very best coffee and guitar music in the entire city.
Charlie, the next time I tell you I want to plan an evening, just don't listen.
I won't.
Because you know more about pleasing a lady than any other human male on the eastern seaboard.
Well, thank you, and there's no other lady that I would rather please.
Thank you.
Oh, thank you.
Shall we dance?
Now let's neck.
Very sound idea.
You know, there's something I've been meaning to tell you for days. You are the softest girl.
Flattery will get you nowhere.
Oh, no, I mean it. You're so young and fresh and, innocent.
And if I'm very good, do I give you a tinker toy for Christmas?
No, I said it wrong. I don't mean you're childish. I mean, it's just that you're so positive and brave and, starry-eyed.
You mean I don't know what the score is?
Well, that is true. In fact, that's one of the reasons I started going out with you. I thought I'd be a good fella and straighten you out. But I've changed my mind. I've decided to let you keep just what you've got.
I appreciate that.
Well, it's just, you make me feel so young, as if there were still a world to win, and all you needed was a stout heart and willing hands, and the race was to the swift.
Excelsior!
Oh, you're just about the most refreshing thing I ever saw.
I didn't say that to all the girls.
Oh, no, I don't. I mean, they're all swell kids, good looking and everything.
How many are there, Charlie?
How many what?
Those other girls. How many are there?
Now, you know better than to ask that kind of a question.
Oh, I'm sorry. This is a new game to me. I don't know the rules.
Julie, would you relax?
How many?
It's Saturday night, and we're going out, and there's nobody in the entire world except you and me.
And tomorrow?
Well, we're going riding, aren't we?
And Monday?
What do you want, a contract?
All I want is a straight answer to a straight question. How many are there?
496. There used to be 497, but one of them started asking questions that were none of her damn business.
Thank you very much.
Well, go ahead and cry now. That's next, isn't it? First the silly question, then the silly answer, then the tears. Go ahead, cry. I'll go get dressed. And lay off the booze. You don't know how to handle it. Sandy.
And you're gonna drop every one of those other girls, all 496 of them.
Now, why would I do something like that?
Because I love you.
Because you... Huh?
Because I love you. Do you think that's such a wonderful thing? Being in love with you? I never wanted to, and I don't want to now. You're selfish, you're arrogant, you're spoiled, and you're much too old for me, you.
Now, wait a minute.
Shut up. Too old, I said. Too old, too selfish, and too spoiled. Lord knows why I love you, but I do. And that's why there's going to be some changes made right now.
Now, listen here.
You listen. You're very big with your terrace and your store club and your espadrille. But let me tell you something. You've got a lot to learn about women.
Me?
Yes, you, and I'm going to straighten you out if it's not too late. I'm going to make a man out of you, because that's what I want to marry, a man.
Mary? Who asked you?
Well, what's this all about? If you don't intend to marry me, say so now. That's what I want. Not a terrace, not a Flala Valenciana, or however the hell you say it. Just plain old marriage, and a house, and kids, and a life that makes some sense.
Are you all through?
Yes,
This, I understand, is an ultimatum.
yes.
You want me to marry you. But first, I have to reform, to mend my ways.
Yes.
Now let a selfish, spoiled, arrogant old man tell you the thing to do. The next time you propose to a man, don't start out by calling him a decrepit louse. That will make him drag you to the nearest altar. Now let's get down to cases. I've never said that I want to marry you, nor am I moved to do so now. And assuming I did want to get married, I know a girl that comes a hell of a lot closer to my idea of a wife than you do. In fact, I know any number of girls. Once more, they like me just the way I am. Damn right. Any number of girls. I don't have to stand any number of girls. I don't have to sit around here. I don't. Damn right. Hello, Countess Mara. When a man comes into your shop and pays $15 for a tie, is it too much to ask that the stinking tie ties? $15 for a tie. You can pay $15 for a suit. Hello, Earl. You got that report?
No,
Then what do you want?
I've got to talk to you.
Not now, Earl. I'm on my way out.
No, it's got to be now.
All right. What is it?
I followed Julie.
Oh?
Yeah, I followed her. And I just saw her come out of here crying. I tried to stop her, but she wouldn't listen to me.
Yes.
I made up my mind about something. You're a pretty big fellow, but by the way you live, inside it's probably all mush. Anyhow, I'm gonna find out. I'm gonna punch you right square in the mouth.
Would you care to explain to me why?
Yeah, I'll tell you why. I was making pretty good progress with this girl. I know she's a hardhead, but I'd have worn her down. Then you had to come along. Big operator. I always knew some guy might come along and try to take her away from me, but take her away to marry her, not for the kind of stuff that you dish out.
This has been my day, all right.
And that's why I've got to belt you in the mouth. Come on, get up.
Earl, I wouldn't do that for two very good reasons. First, because I'll knock you right on your ass. And second, because you can have little Julie back with my compliments. Sit down, girl. You don't know me well enough to give me this much trouble. Now sit down. Now, before you resume this heart-warming romance with little Julie, you're going to go back to your lab and do what you're getting paid to do. I want that report here for Joe McCall tomorrow morning. Do you understand? Do you understand?
All right.
All right. Now, boy scientist, get the hell out of here.
Oh, is Charlie Reader? Oh, hello, Charlie.
Poppy, you sweetheart.
Oh, you don't waste any time, do you?
Poppy, you must be a mind reader. How did you know that there was no one in the whole wide world that I wanted to see except beautiful you?
Well,
Oh, a present? You didn't have to do that.
yes, I did.
No, you don't have to bring me presents. All you have to bring is your cute little self. What the hell is this? she hears guitar music,
I'm the one who does it. Olé!
then you must be the girl that's leaving with me right now to go downtown and eat the Spanish food and listen to the Spanish music and buy the Spanish shoes, yes?
No,
No, why the hell not?
because I have a date with somebody else.
Well, break it.
Break it, just like that.
Sure.
I see. And then what?
Well, then we'll go out and have a ball.
Uh-huh. And then what?
Well, then we'll come back here.
Uh-huh. And then what?
What do you mean?
I mean like tomorrow, Charlie.
Would you stop worrying about tomorrow? Look, this guy you got to date with, is he going to take you downtown and buy you espadrilles and paella valenciana?
No, he's taking me to the Radio City Music Hall. And afterwards, if it isn't too late, shop.
So what's the big problem? Dump this square and let's go.
But he is also going to call me tomorrow.
So that makes him some kind of a big hero, huh?
It's polite, Charlie. It's gentlemanly.
What are you saying? I'm a louse?
Certainly not. I wouldn't dream of calling you a louse. A heel, maybe, or a cad. Or what's the other one? A stinker. That's it, Charlie, a stinker.
Thank you very much.
Or nada. Take care of the whitefish, darling.
Then this is goodbye.
Why?
Why? After what you just called me?
A stinker? Why, Charlie, I never thought you were anything else. Hasta la vista.
What are you doing tonight?
How did you ever discover this place?
Just lucky, I guess. Say, before you put your purse away, where's your dollar?
Right here. Where's yours?
Right here next to it.
Joe, for one whole year I studied nothing but Haydn.
You quit too soon.
Look, I know every recording that was ever made.
You do, huh? What's this say?
Haydn, Symphony Number 63, Berlin. I just don't believe it.
Read it again.
I believe it.
Teach you to make bets with me.
But how in the world did you find this?
Well, that's about all I've been doing all week, looking through old records.
But why?
Find a present for you? I kind of like the way you thanked Charlie when he got your record.
Joe, this is very sweet, but it's also very silly.
Well, I guess so, but Sylvia?
Joe?
Sylvia, I can't help it.
Sure, this is great. This is just fine. Here it is, a Saturday night, and I've got a date with a Turkish towel.
What the hell are you doing here?
Is this any way to live, getting my brains knocked out? What am I, a high school kid or something? Isn't it about time my life had a little order, a little sense?
Charlie, what's wrong?
I'm nuts, that's what's wrong. I'm blind, stupid, and I'm nuts. Why do I keep fighting? Here you are, an A1, triple distilled lady. What better thing in the world could happen to me? What
Charlie,
better favor could I possibly do myself?
Charlie, what is it?
Sylvia, marry me? Well, you will, won't you?
I will.
Good, that's settled. What are you crying for?
Don't be alarmed. This is standard operational procedure.
I never saw her cry before. Well, she'll stop. She's a great girl, just like you said.
Yeah.
You know, this is the best thing I could ever do to myself. You damn well know it.
Uh-huh.
Well, this is a happy occasion. She's in there weeping bitter tears, and you're standing out here grunting. Where's the shoes, the rice, and the Roman candles?
I want to wish you all the luck in the world.
Hell, you do not. You had a big fix on this gal yourself, true?
True.
Well, you're right. She's something.
What got you so smart between 5 and 6 o'clock?
Well, when 284 people all in a row come in and call you a louse, you begin to think that maybe there's something to it. Now look, I never started out to be a louse, but you were pretty impressed yourself when you saw the stuff that was running in and out of here. What do you think it did to me, a kid fresh out of Indianapolis? I thought I died and gone to heaven. You don't chase after girls, they chase after you. You don't bring them presents, they bring you presents. A couple of years of that, and you're going to turn into a louse. Well, I've had it. I don't want to be a louse anymore.
What do you want to be now?
I just want to be left alone. I don't want 9 women hanging on my phone and little Julie having fits on my sofa and that mallet-head Lindquist coming up here throwing punches at me.
Lindquist was here?
Yeah,
Well, let me see the report.
he didn't have it. He'll have it tomorrow.
What's he say? Does the stuff work?
I don't know. I forgot to ask.
Forgot to ask.
Once you relax, the stuff is going to be great.
But
Are you okay? No more crying?
If you think that was crime, wait till you catch me at the wedding.
I might do a little myself.
I'm too old to cry. I'll just cut my throat.
Well, this is a jolly gathering.
You're right. There's absolutely too much gloom around here. Let's get blind. Here's a little something to take the chill off a cold September night.
A little large, isn't it?
Well, come on, live it up. How many times are you going to get engaged?
I'll pour my own. This isn't my party.
Party, that's what we need, a party.
Party?
To celebrate. Here, first we got to call the Prescotts. Wonderful people, the Prescotts. Well, she's a little stiff, but he's, well, so is he for that fact. Harry, you old pirate, how the hell are you? Charlie Reader. Yeah, hey, why don't you slip that wife of yours into something seductive and get her on over here? We're going to have the biggest ball you ever saw. Company? Bring them along. Yeah, I'll feed them. I don't care how many. 14? Yeah, bring them along. Well, that's a start.
You're going to need more pearl onions.
Ah, who else can we get? Is George Fitzgerald in or out?
In.
Damn, that's too bad. He plays a great piano.
You don't have a piano.
That wouldn't stop George.
Ah, we've got to get some musicians. Musicians are more fun than anybody.
Saul Schwartz?
You're a genius. One good thing about Saul, you always know where to find him. If he's not here, he's not in town. Hello, Curly's Bar? Is Saul Schwartz there? Saul's taking the cure. He's trying to get back on booze. Saul, Dad, how's nuts do? Hey, how'd you like to drink some free booze tonight? Great. Hey, can you get in touch with Eddie and Louise? Well, I know they're there with you, but can you get in touch with them? Great. Bring them. What? George Fitzgerald's out.
There goes Louise.
Yeah, bring him. Sure thing, Saul. Okay, we'll see you later. Uh-huh. Oh, Charlie Reader. Bye, Saul. We're going to need some more booze. I'll go down to the liquor store and get some more. Man, this is going to be some party.
Poor baby, he is scared stiff.
Poor baby's getting stiff.
Now, Joe, don't be a sourpuss.
What, me? I'm all right.
What's the matter?
Nothing. What could possibly be the matter?
Joe, what is it?
It's nothing.
I haven't known you long, but I know you well. What is it?
Well, damn it, what kind of way is this to act? I mean, a girl like you says yes, a guy ought to be on his knees, not getting crocked and calling up every bum in town.
I don't mind. That's just Charlie's way.
I don't get you. Anything this guy does is all right with you. I mean, you're a beautiful woman, Sylvia, intelligent, talented. Why do you stand for this?
Joe, look, how can I tell you? We come to this town from Springfield and Des Moines and Fort Worth and Salt Lake City. We're young and pretty and talented. And all we have to do to get married is stay home. But the boys back home don't have what we want. We've got our eyes on something else. A career, glamour, and excitement. And this is the place to find it. So we come to New York and we do pretty well. Not great, but pretty well. We make
congratulations.
Oh, sure, this is great. Out of the house 2 minutes and you find your best friend smoking your cigars, drinking your liquor, and kissing your wife. Now careful, don't spill a drop. Got shivers. And look, nothing but the best. Beefeater's gin. The bells are ringing for me and my gal.
Hiya, honey. I just happened to be down at Washington Market again today, and oh,
Jessica, I want you to meet my fiancée, Miss Collins.
How do you do?
how did you do? Yo, what?
My fiancée.
You mean you're engaged
Yes.
to be married?
Yes.
A wedding present.
Look, Jessica, we're having the biggest party here you ever saw, and you're cordially invited.
Oh no, thank you, Charlie. I've got a date with some of the girls for dinner tonight.
Girls, bring them here.
Hell yes.
Oh no, thank you. I just don't think we will.
Oh, come on, we're really going to live it up.
Oh no, thank you, Charlie.
Oh, come on, we're all going to get blind.
Well, on second thought, sure.
Fine, we'll see you in a little while.
Congratulations, Mrs. Cruz. I hope you'll be very happy. Tiger.
You know, she's a buyer for one of the largest chains of women's stores in the South. Food. We're going to need some more food, won't we?
32 people coming for dinner, what for?
I'll go get some things.
Yeah, that's right. You and Joe go down to the A&P and get some stuff. Get some turkey, sturgeon, caviar, all kinds of stuff. Oh, will $1 be enough?
I'll see you in about an hour.
I'll be counting the minutes.
There should be 60.
Tiger.
The bells are ringing for me and my gal. What have I gone and done?
I love you.
coming.
What's the matter, man? Lose your lip?
No, I was never a musician.
Well, what do you do?
I make pills.
Yeah? You make pennies?
Benny's?
Ben's dream, man. Ben's dream. The stuff of life.
Yeah, we make it.
Use testimonials?
I'll ask you when I get back.
Yeah. You really let that Sylvia go home last night?
Yeah, Saul.
You shouldn't have. She's a real gone dog. How'd she ever get on that Beethoven kid?
Look, Saul, didn't you say that you had some kind of a rehearsal this morning?
Yeah, Longines Symphonette. For that, you gotta be on time. They all got watches.
One for the road?
Sure, thanks.
Look, Joe.
You know, funny guy, that's all. He sure knows what's what. Your Sylvia, she is the most. I thought so from the beginning. Well, last night, she had that look in her eyes, and that wonderful shining look. She was a happy woman, Charlie. You keep her that way.
Yeah, now listen, Joe. I did something so awful last night. I mean, it's...
Who didn't, man? Hi. Did you bring the report?
What are you talking about?
Didn't you bring the report?
Why weren't you at the stable last night?
Look, Julie, you said you were going to call me if you felt like going riding this morning.
Call you. I've been trying to get you on the phone for 3 hours.
It never rang, did it, Joe?
No.
I called you 20 times.
That's funny. There's got to be something wrong. George Fitzgerald.
What's been going on here?
How do you feel today? Julie was awful sick last night. You should have seen her. She had lumps and blotches all over her.
Yeah, she looked all right last time I saw her.
What went on here last night?
Never mind. You want some coffee?
Yeah, Charlie, what went on here last night?
I wonder who that can be.
Hello, darling.
Oh, hi.
Hey. Hi, Joe.
Hi.
Say, what's the matter with your phone? I've been trying to call all morning.
Julie, you remember Sylvia, don't you?
Yes, hello.
Hello.
What brings you here so bright and early?
Did you by chance find a diamond earring around here this morning? And please say yes.
A diamond earring?
Uh-uh.
Oh, that's terrible. Sue Prescott is going out of her mind. When she couldn't reach you, she started calling me up at 7 o'clock, and Harry's screaming at her all the time. It isn't bad enough you let that lunatic shave your head. You had to let him steal your earring, too.
Must have been some party last night.
Indeed it was.
What was it? An occasion of some kind?
Why, yes.
We better start looking for that earring.
What kind of an occasion?
A happy occasion.
What do you mean a happy occasion?
It's gotta be around here someplace.
Why, it was. What is this, Miss Gillis? The 3rd degree?
Well, I have a right to know.
What right?
Excuse me, ladies. I believe I know what this childish boy has gone and done. Miss Gillis, were you by any chance here last night, say between 6 and 7?
Yes,
Where'd you disappear to?
I got sick. Charlie took me home. We went out to celebrate. We ordered silver fizzes. We didn't know there was egg white in them.
Celebrate what?
Our engagement. Charlie proposed to me.
Well, my child, shortly after you were taken home with your lumps last night, Charlie here had a whacking big party to celebrate his engagement. To Sylvia, that is, not to you. Maybe he's planning another party for your engagement later.
Charlie, is that true?
Yeah.
You knew it. You knew all the time there was egg white in the silver fizz. You did it just to get rid of me.
No, I didn't. You can think anything you want of me, but that I didn't do.
You did too. With all the contemptible, I never wanted to. You are the worst. You terrible, terrible, terrible man.
That girl's nuts. She ought to be locked up. didn't it?
Dandy.
Well, didn't it?
Charlie, there's some girls who might not think this was the most romantic engagement on record. There are some girls who might even say our whole courtship was something to be desired. As a matter of fact, I'm one of those girls. But all in all, I agree with you. Everything turned out fine.
It's you and me, Sylvia. You're all right. You're the girl for me.
You're the guy for me.
No!
No, what?
No, Sylvia, this is all wrong. You can't throw yourself away on him.
Throw herself away? What am I, chopped liver or something?
Charlie, that's not the point. The point is she doesn't love you.
I certainly do.
She certainly does.
Sylvia, be honest with yourself. What was it you said about him the other night? Eligible, attractive, employed, reasonably sane. To you, this is a love letter?
Joe, I don't know what you're doing, but cut it out.
I know what he's doing. I'm not going to let him. Don't listen to him.
Sylvia, honey, there are worse things for a girl than not getting married.
Name 3.
What right have you got to be talking like this?
Please, Charlie, I'm only thinking of Sylvia.
The hell you are.
All right, I'm not.
Joe, would you make some sense?
Sense? I stopped making sense the minute I laid eyes on this girl.
Joe, you've got a wife.
And you knew it too, because it happened to you. Now what are we supposed to do? Pretend it didn't?
In a word, yes.
Sylvia, I can't.
Joe!
I found what I thought I'd never
Joe!
find. A girl who's bright and beautiful and
I
fun.
don't want to hear about it.
Sylvia, you got
Joe, have you lost your mind?
Will you answer the door?
You can't do this.
Answer the door. Sylvia, you gotta listen to me.
What do you do to her up here? Every time I come around, she's running out the door crying. What are you, a sex maniac or something?
Hey, is this the report?
Don't think you're getting away with this, mister.
Excuse me, is this the report?
Yes. I never liked you from the beginning, and I'm through working for you, so you can just write your company to find themselves another boy.
Earl, is this test result correct?
Yes.
83% effective?
Yeah, no, by George. I'll write the company myself. I'll tell them what kind of a man they've got representing them in New York.
Charlie, have you ever seen such a test result in your life? 83% effective.
Yeah. Julie,
Keep away from her.
I just want to tell her that I'm sorry.
Sorry. A lot of good that does. What, back where I come from?
Why don't you just go back there?
Now listen here. I don't care how tough you think you are.
Quiet, just quiet, all right? Sylvia, I gotta talk to you. Let's get out of here.
Not me, kid. I just established beachhead.
I want to go home.
You bet you do, and that's just where I'm going to take you.
Julie, wait. You stay. Earl, you go.
No, sir. I'm not leaving without Julie.
Well, will you just go step out on the terrace for a few minutes then, please?
No, sir.
Julie, ask him to go, please. This is important.
Not to me, it isn't.
Believe me, it is. Now, Julie, ask him, please.
Go ahead, Earl. I'd really like to hear what he has to say that's so important.
Okay. But I'll be watching.
Okay, now what's so important?
Just this. Now, Julie, you love this guy.
I most certainly do not.
And you love her. Well,
Hey, there's a dead fish out here. No, not.
Earl.
I will not stand any terror from any dead fish.
Charlie, would you please comment on Joe's statement about you and Miss Gillis?
Well, I don't know. Well, it's just that.
This has been, all in all, a memorable day. My luck holds out. I should get hit with a truck on the way home.
Sylvia, I've got to talk to you. The pill is a great success.
Success?
Don't you see everything's possible now?
What do you mean, success? That pill is no good.
83% effective is no good?
The first test, sure. What about the other one?
What other one?
The second test. Must still be in the envelope. Here it is.
What's this?
0?
That's right, 0.
I don't get it. 83% effective on the first test and 0 on the second?
Remember what you told me? Those two ingredients locked in a death grip. Boy, you're right. They murder each other.
I don't get it.
It's the old story, unstable compound. 3 days out of the vat, and it turns into something entirely different, which is no good whatsoever for the common cold.
There's got to be some way to make it work.
Sure, the minute someone sneezes, stick him in a plane, fly him to Indianapolis, rush him to the Van Heusen Company, and shove his head in the vat. Shouldn't cost him more than $1,000 to cure a cold.
He was right. The old man was right. I've been rubbing my nose in this for years.
Yeah, and Ethel will have a couple things to say about it, too.
Nah, it's one thing I don't have to worry about
moonbeams, candlelight dinners, cloud number 7. Joe, you know what you've got? You've got the married man's dream. You want a girl. That's what you all want, a girl. But the only way to have girls is not to marry them. After that, they become wives. Which is something entirely different.
And a good thing, too. Someone's got to take care of you.
They do?
Sure, look what happens when you get away from home.
Wow. On behalf of the visiting firemen from Indianapolis, ladies, thanks.
So long, fireman. Where the hell were you 12 years ago?
Sylvia, what can I say?
Say good luck, because there'll be no more second best for me. I'm going to find me an honest-to-God man who's looking for an honest-to-God woman. Somewhere in this great city there must be one.
Yep. Woman who takes care of me.
Charlie,
Now, Julie, can we get out of here?
in a minute. Charlie, can you give me any explanation at all for your conduct last night?
No. Come on, Julie.
But surely you must have had some reason.
Come on, Julie. Don't get mixed up with this guy again.
Earl, would you mind your own business?
What is it, Julie? Do you enjoy this kind of treatment? Do you want to stay?
I am merely trying
You're
to...
merely staying because you like it.
Charlie, I know that basically you're not a wicked person.
Oh, wicked? This guy can give Jack the Ripper cards and spades. Goodbye.
Well, I guess I'll be going.
Uh-huh.
Well, aren't you going to try and stop me?
No, ma'am, not me.
But don't you love me?
Yes, I love you.
Well, then why don't you try and stop me?
Well, to be perfectly frank, I'm scared of you.
Now, Charlie, I'll admit I got overexcited, but what do you expect from a girl in love?
I don't know what to expect. If love makes you this crazy, what can marriage possibly be like? Brother.
What is it but love and devotion and tenderness and...
Dancing lessons and fencing lessons and dramatics lessons. Hey, I got a good idea. Why don't you two kids get married?
Married?
Think of a better idea?
I guess there doesn't seem to be anything else to do, does there?
Never is, never was. Well, so long, Charlie. Thanks for the hospitality. Can I kiss the bride?
Be my guest.
Uh-uh.
He's really awfully nice and very mixed up.
Who isn't?
I'm not, Charlie. I love you.
Yes.
I do, you know.
Well, and I love you too. That's why we're getting married, I guess.
When should we do it, Charlie?
Oh, I don't know. The sooner the better. Let's get it over with.
We could get our license tomorrow.
All right. I'll meet you down at the License Bureau at precisely 10:00 hours.
You'll what?
I'll pick you up at your house, and I'll take you down to the License Bureau.
That's better.
All right, now, let me see if I've got this straight. We live in New York, and then we have a baby at Doctor's Hospital. Then we move to Scarsdale, buy a split level, and we cover it with wall-to-wall carpeting.
No.
No?
I don't like wall-to-wall carpeting.
You don't?
No.
Come here!